Hello everyone, myself Lohit Dalal, lecturer, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, Jain Polytechnic, Belgavi. Today I am going to discuss unit number 2, basic sequential circuits. Okay, so in this lecture I am going to discuss timer 555, internal diagram of IC 555, stable multi-operators, monostable multi-operators. Okay, so see here, IC timer 555 is one of the most commonly used general purpose linear integrated circuit. Okay, so that simplicity which is with the simplicity is what there is a monostable and astable multi-operator circuits can be configured around the ICs. Okay, that is one of the main reason for the wide use. Okay, means that is integrated in a one IC. Okay, so there is a widely they are using. Okay, and also the registers. Okay, here in a 555 timer it consists of two op amps, comparators, okay, flip flop, discharge transistors, okay, three identical registers, okay, and output stage. Okay, the registers set the reference voltage levels at the non-inverting input of the lower comparator and the inverting input of the upper comparator, plus VCC by 3 or plus 2 VCC by 3. Okay, the output of the two comparators fed to the set or reset input of the flip flops. Hence what happens, it decides the logic states of the output subsequently by the final output. Okay, the flip flops are the complementary output field, the output stage, and the base of the discharge transistors. Ensures that when the output is high, the discharge transistor is output. Okay, discharge transistor is off. Okay, and when the output is low, the discharge transistor is on. Okay, the different terminals of 555 are designated as a ground terminal. Okay, that is terminal 1, terminal 2, terminal 3. Okay, and reset is, okay, terminal 4. Okay, for example, means terminal 1 is for ground, terminal 2 is for trigger, terminal 3 is for output, terminal 4 for reset, control for terminal 5 for control, terminal 6 for threshold, terminal 7 for discharge. Okay, terminal 8 for plus VCC. Okay, you can observe the internal diagram here. Okay, there will be a two op amps will be there. Okay, and also discharge transistor will be there, output stage will be there. Okay, and also pin number, reset pin will be there. Okay, control pin. Okay, threshold will be there. Okay, there's a terminals means pin numbers. Okay, what I am saying. Okay, there will be different features for the different features for the, okay, timer ICs. Turn off time is less than the 2 milliseconds, timing from microseconds to hours, high output currents, TTL, compatibility. Okay, adjustable duty cycles. Okay, and also maximum operating frequency that is greater than the 500 kilohertz. Okay, applications are precision timers, sequential timers, pulse width modulators, linear ramp generators, DC to DC converters, waveform generators, tachometers, infrared transmitters, and voltage regulators. These all we are using the 555 IC timers. Okay, a stable multi-operator. Okay, a stable multi-operator is also known as a free running multi-operator. Okay, and also the circuit has no stable states, both are in a quasi-stable states. It remains time dependent on the circuit constants. Okay, astable multi-operators are extensively used as a clock generators in a digital systems. Okay, so figure shows the timer based on the astable multi-operator circuit. Initially capacitor C is charged, fully discharged, which forces the output which go to the high state. An open discharge transistor allows the capacitor C to charge from plus VCC to plus VCC through R1 and R2 registers. When the voltage across the C exceeds plus VCC by 3, the output goes to low state and discharge transistor is switched on at the same state. Okay, so capacitor C begins to discharge through the R2 and discharge transistor inside the IC. When the voltage across capacitor C falls below the plus VCC by 3, okay, the output goes back to the high state. The charge and discharge cycles repeats and the circuit behaves like a free-running multivibrator. Terminal 4 or a pin number 4, okay, of the IC is reset terminal or reset pin, usually connected to plus VCC, okay. And also if the voltage at the terminal is driven as a 0.4 volt, the output is forced to low state, okay. That is overriding command pulses at the terminal 2 of the IC. The high state and low state time periods are governed by the charge plus VCC by 3 to the plus 2 VCC by 3. The discharge plus 2 VCC by 3 to the plus VCC by 3 timings, these are given by the equations. High state time period T high equal to 0.693 R1 plus R2 into C you will get, okay. And also for a low state time period T low equal to 0.693 R2 C you will get. Total period is you are taking as a T equal to T high plus T low, okay. So time period you can calculate it as a T equal to 0.69 into R1 plus 2 R2 into C, okay. Frequency F equal to 1 divided by 0.69 into R1 plus R2 into C you will get, okay. F equal to 1 by T you will get. Monostable multivibrator. The monostable has one stable state and one quasi stable state, okay. It generates single pulse of the specific pulse durations, okay, specific pulse durations in the response of the external signal, okay. And also the application of the trigger causes the output to switch over the stable state to quasi stable state, okay. External trigger you are going to apply for the monostable multivibrator, you will get the output here, okay. External trigger input, okay, they will get the output, okay. Monostable multivibrator circuit diagram as shown here, okay. It consists of what? It is configured under the IC, timer IC 555 IC, okay. A trigger pulse is applied to the terminal pin number 2, okay, of the IC, which should initially to keep the plus VCC. A high at a terminal 2 forces the output to the low state. A high to low trigger pulse at a terminal 2 holds the output in high state and simultaneously allows the capacitor to charge from plus VCC through R, and remembers that a low level of the trigger pulse needs to go at the least below the plus VCC by 3. When the capacitor voltage exceeds plus VCC by 3, the output goes back to the low state. We need to apply another trigger pulse to the terminal 2 to make the output go to the high state again. Every time the timer appropriately triggered, the output goes to the high state and stays there for a, okay, for a what, stays for a certain minutes, okay, certain time, okay, stays for a certain time. It takes the capacitor to charge from 0 to plus, okay, 0 to plus 2 VCC by 3. This time period, which equals to the mono short output pulse width, is given by equations. You can name it as a T high equal to 1.1 RC, okay. And also, okay, so that is the working of the monostable multivibrator, okay. Monostable multivibrator has one stable state, one stable output state. Monostable multivibrator using the 555 IC, okay. T high is given by 1.1 RC. A stable multivibrator is also called as a pre-running multivibrator or square wave generator. A stable multivibrator is a circuit continuously switches its outputs voltages between high and low levels, okay. Thank you.